What is going on, New York Yankee fans? It is I, Pete Simonetti, and here to discuss some New York Yankee baseball. Yeah, man, there's you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, guys? What's going on, everybody? Guys, give me a few seconds. Get everybody in here. Let your friends, family, grandfathers, grandmothers, aunts, however you say it. We got all this stuff pulled up. Want to make sure I got everything set up, and I do. So we are just about ready to go. Subscribe right down there if you have not yet. Make sure you're doing that. We got some stuff to talk about today. Big Hal, Little Stein. Little Stein came out to talk today. Little Stein came out of his shell, and he decided to, open his little mouth today. So we got some little Stein to talk about today. Got a little bit of Little Stein. So let everybody get in, enjoy, not in no rush. You know what I mean? We're not in a rush today. We're gonna talk about a few different things. We're gonna start off with Hal Steinbrenner. We're gonna talk about that. Then we're gonna talk about the possibility of Montas and Manaea, and see what other moves the Yankees might make. Maybe they do something while we're here, but. We have a few things to discuss and talk about, and, we'll go from there again, like I said before. Guys, thank you for everybody that's in here right now. I know it's kind of in the middle of a work day. Not everybody's off right now, so, like I said, man, let's give it a little bit of time. Let everybody come in, put their feet up, enjoy, relax, and we're going to get right to it. You haven't missed nothing yet, guys. I haven't really started yet. So let's do as we do, as they say. Let us do as they do, so they say. Guys, I'm pumped today, man. I got some sleep. You know what I mean? I got some good sleep. Zach Greinke going back to the Royals. That's pretty nice. Yeah, guys, please share and like. Always love it when you guys share and like. We're ready to discuss, guys. All right, guys, you know what? Let me have a sip of water. I might need it for today. Nothing better than water, man. There ain't nothing better than water. I don't want to hear it. There's nothing better than water. Maybe a rum and Coke, but, other than that, water's pretty good. All right, guys, let's go into it. The American League got a little better today. The American League East got a little better today, and it's not the New York Yankees. Matt Chapman heading over to the Blue Jays. And, guys, I'm telling you, man, some of these beat writers are hilarious, man. They're funny. You guys saw Sweeney Murdy's tweet. I'm not going to throw it up here because it actually just came into my mind. I told you guys before, man. I don't plan this shit. Like, I'm not joking when I tell you guys. I don't plan a lot of the stuff that I do and I say on here. I just do as I go. So I shoot the shit, basically. And I remember this earlier because this guy comes out and he goes, Yankee fans, if the Yankees, or you would be knocking this if the Yankees got Chapman because he strikes out and he batted 200. My man, we just got Joey Gallo. There ain't no difference. Let me tell you what the difference is going to be, though. Chapman is going to return back to 2019 Chapman in that ballpark. He's going to return to 2019 Chapman in that ballpark. Mark my words. He will turn back to 2019 Chapman in that ballpark. But I'm going to leave it at that. Hopefully Joey Gallo has a better year for us. But let's move into Little Stein. Little Stein comes out today, folks. You know what I mean? You guys already know what Little Stein's up to. He's up to his old little slimy scumbagged ways. He's out there. But look, I'm gonna, some people probably saw it and said, damn, Pete's gonna flip the hell out. But, yeah, we're gonna get to it. I gotta talk about one guy. But anyway, let's jump right into it, okay? I'm gonna throw this on the screen. Let me see. I can't see. Guys, I gotta get my eyes checked, man. I can't see. This is from whatever the hell that guy's name is. Right here. Asked about Yankees not signing a top shortstop or first baseman, Hal Steinbrenner mentions having two top shortstop prospects The impact of COVID-19 on finances and other factors. A lot of things play into it, but I consider everything. Guys, again, I'm not really going to toot my own horn here because this offseason was so crazy. Yes, I was told very early on the Yankees aren't going to spend, but I tell you what, I didn't even believe it myself because all the beautiful stuff we had out there, I said, man, the Yankees could really retool now. Maybe Cashman's smart enough. Maybe Hal Steinbrenner does the right thing. But let me tell you guys this. See all that shit right there? Those excuses? If you watch Designated Spittaz, I told you guys that multiple episodes. I said right on that show, and I might have to go back and look for the clip. I said flat out, if the Yankees do not, like I've been told, if they follow that plan and they do not add a large contract, meaning a Correa, a Freeman, Olsen, and a re-sign of Olsen, whatever it might be, if they don't do that, it is going to be blamed on two things, Volpe and COVID. And long behold, ta-da! There it goes, folks. They're the easiest team in the world to predict. I've been saying this to you guys. Listen to what the Yankees say, and you're gonna you know it. If you hear it enough, you know the routine. Next, we're gonna hear if they don't add starting pitching, Luis Severino is healthy. He's the best starter that was available. That is the next thing you're gonna hear. If the Yankees don't go out there and trade for Manaea or Montas, that is the next thing you will hear. We did not look at starting pitching, or we didn't like what was available compared to what we have coming back, which is Luis Severino. He is better than those guys. That is what you are going to be told. Guarantee it. I'll put all the money in the world on it. That is exactly what will be said to you. Now, here's some more. Let me read these long quotes here. This is from our good friend, Lindsay Adler. Lindsay triple-masked Cat Holden Adler said, well, this wasn't from her, this is somebody else. With the pandemic affecting the New York Yankees, is that still affecting the budget that the front office has going into this year in terms of roster building? Well, look, this is Little Stein. If it's a question about threshold or no threshold, before we did anything, before the Donaldson trade, we were already over the threshold. That's really not a question this year. We've got a lot of arbitration guys making more than they did last year. As a result of that, we're already over. The threshold is not consideration. It's already gone. But look, it's consideration. That's my job every year to make sure that we're financially responsible. I've got a lot of partners and banks and bondholders and things like that I answer to. But at the same time, it's always a goal to win a championship. Cashman, I think we've got a pretty good history of having high payrolls and putting a good amount of resources into the players that we have on the team. Next question. Can you elaborate on how the pandemic affected the Yankees? Some of these beat writers did a decent job today. I give them credit. Well, we didn't have fans for 1 year. So look, I think a lot of the larger market clubs got hit the hardest, which is true. Our expenses, whether they are players or not, are normally greater. And obviously in New York, everything costs more. That's also true. Look, I'm not saying anything that's not public knowledge. It is public knowledge. We have a huge payment of $80+ million to cover the bonds on the stadium. That payment is made if we have no revenue, and it was made in 20, and it was made last year as well. We can talk about our revenues, but you've got to pay attention to the expenses too. We've got some significant ones. So it was a tough 2 years. Let me tell you guys something real quick. Hal Steinbrenner, I'm going to tell you, whether that is true or not true, nobody gives a shit and no fan wants to hear about it. Just as you billionaire, you are a billionaire, sir. Your New York Yankees are worth almost $8 billion. The Yes Network is another $4 or $5 billion. The Steinbrenner family is worth then $14 billion, whatever the hell it is. If you want to buy the Yankees and the Yes Network together, you better start those bids of about $16 billion. I don't want to hear you cry about an $80 million bond payment. I don't want to hear it. As a fan, I don't want to hear that that's the reason why you passed up on the elites of the elites and gave us Donaldson and Rizzo, who I like. But let's be honest, that wasn't 1A. That's 1D. That's 1Z. That wasn't the best of the best. Let's be honest here. So your fans don't want to hear that bullshit. I don't buy it. I don't care. I do not want to hear that the Yankees are having a hard 2 years. I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear it. Just this offseason alone, I've already thrown over $300 to this team. And guess what, George? For somebody like me, that's a big that's a chunk of change. So at the end of the day, nobody gives a shit about your $800 million in revenue that you made. Nobody cares about all that. The last thing we want to hear is you, who, by the way, you don't know baseball. I guarantee you, and you guys are going to laugh at me, you guys are not going to believe this. You guys are not going to believe this. He couldn't name you who was involved in that trade. He could not name you. If they asked him, I would have asked it, hey, Mr. Steinbrenner, who was involved in that trade that you guys got? He would not tell you. He wouldn't know. So don't you dare insult me as a fan and bullshit me about what the hell you think we know, and that you need to give us a reason on why you guys don't spend. Yet that stadium is still making a shitload of money on us, the fans, and this year, you're going to do it again. You're going to make a shitload of money again. But guess who knows that? He does. That's why it's bullshit. And Jamie Sanchez, my man, you gave a super chat before I was even live. And I just want to say thank you for that one. I know I didn't do roll call and all that. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just a little heated. I want to get this stuff off my chest. And then we can have a nice little conversation here and talk about all this other stuff that could happen for the Yankees. My man right there says Jays couldn't play in Canada. Trash excuse, Hal. It is a trash excuse. Guys, look, man. Nobody wants to hear somebody that we all know has money to pay his bills. Nobody wants to hear those cats complain. And look, I'm the same dude that while the lockdown was on saying an owner doesn't have to spend. But look, don't bullshit me though. Don't bullshit me. Don't tell me. And I've stuck up for Steinbrenner. I stuck up for him. But we don't want to hear about your financial problems. You could pay your bills. There's people during COVID, Hal, who lost everything. And I'm not talking about lives. That's on top of that. They have lost everything. Small businesses were driven to the fucking ground. You think fans of your team want to hear you complain about COVID? And that you lost money? And during a year that there was no fans, I still had to pay $80 million. That, you shit $80 million, you dirtbag. Have a little sense of what's going on around you in the current world. Forget COVID. Gas is up through our assholes right now. There's people that are refusing to go to work because gas is too much. Are you kidding me? And this is the type of shit you feed us, the fans, that even if we don't have anywhere near the money that you have, we go to the stadium and spend it. Plan a vacation if you got kids. Are you shitting me? You're bitching about money that you had to pay $80 million? That's what your concern is? And I've stuck up for this guy because guess what, Yankee fans? Me being a Yankee fan too. $250 is more than enough. $250 is more than enough. It's more than enough. $250 is more than enough to build a good team. But look at this roster. Guys, I'll do it with you right now. We'll do it live. Remember, yes, I always wanted to do this. Remember my dude, What's my dude's name? Hold on, let me get to Ruben real quick. Ruben said, thank you for the super chat, Ruben. It's like I tweeted. They don't spend money right, damn right. And they make the moves for 4 years late and not on the players they should have been signed. 100% right, Ruben. What's my man who did it? Oh man, I wish I had the video pulled up. Bill O'Reilly. You guys remember Bill O'Reilly? We'll do it live. We'll do it live. That's me. We'll do it fucking live. I'm going to do it live right now. Let's do this live as a team together, okay? We're going to do this live as an NyynewsTV live chat team exclusive right here. We're going to look at this roster for $250 million. And you know what? We're going to have a fun little laugh together. I'm going to read you guys it. Okay? Let's do this real quick. Let's do this. And Aaron Judge isn't even signed yet. But anyway, let's look at the Yankee roster. Okay? I'm going to read you guys the pictures. You ready for this? Albert Abreu, Aroldis Chapman, Garrett Cole, Nestor Cortez, Davy Garcia, Domingo Germán, Luis Gil, Yoendris Gomez, Chad Green. This is the 40-man, of course. Clay Holmes, Michael King, John Loizaga, Lucas Lucky, Ron Manarachio, whatever the hell his name is, Luis Medina, Jordan Montgomery, Wandy Peralta, Steven Ridings, Joely Rodriguez, Clark Schmidt, JP Sears, Luis Severino, Jameson Taillon. Guys, really quickly, just throw it in the chat as I continue to scream, but do me the favor. Does that sound like pitchers and a pitching staff that would be on a $250 million payroll? Throw it. Give me your thoughts on that. Is that a $250 million payroll type of pitching staff? All those names on that 40-man that you just heard? Would you think that would be the staff on $250 million on a roster construction? Let's continue on so we get past this. Catchers, Higashioka and Ben Rove. Infielders, Oswaldo Cabrera, Josh Donaldson, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa, DJ LeMahieu, Oswald Peraza, Gleyber Torres, and Luke Voit. Outfielders, Miggy Andujar, Estevan Florial, Joey Gallo, Aaron Hicks, Aaron Judge, Tim LaCastro, Everson Piera, and Giancarlo Stanton. Guys, I just read you live the roster of this team. How are they? Who constructed this? And why is he still here? Why is he still here? Is that a $250 million roster? Look at that roster and tell me that is $250. If I was Hal Steinbrenner, that's what I would be bitching about today. That's what I would be bitching about today. $250 million for that roster. That is 250 million large ones. I would be flipping out about that. That's simple. If it was me today, I would sit there and go, hey, look, I'm going to be honest with you guys. Things got to really work out for this club to do really good this year. We got to catch some breaks. Do I believe we improved? I do believe we improved. I do. I do believe slightly we've got better. But things have to be really, really tight-knit this year. A lot of people are on the hot seat. That's what George would have done. But then again, this lineup and this team will look very different if George was here. But my whole thing is, I understand you're not going to come out there and go, this team fucking sucks. My man straight up said this is a World Series caliber team. Like, we're a bunch of assholes. Like, we are the dumbest fans in the planet, yet we are likely the most passionate fans in the world that you're going to find. There's not much more passionate fans than New York Yankee fans. That's just fact. That's not me bullshitting. That's fact. We're extremely passionate fans. We are extremely passionate fans. So everybody knows that. Everybody knows that this is a very, very passionate fan base. Guys, if you don't mind too, please go ahead and click that like button. Let's get that like button up so NyynewsTV can continue to climb the charts and we can keep going and growing together as a whole. Nick Talks Flick says, I never want to hear Cash God ever again. Look, man, he got work to do. I mean, there's the rumor out there from, I think, John Morosi, who said that the Yankees, and let's get to that now because I'm already done, going at Steinbrenner. It is what it is. But, guys, I will say this. Look, man, and I want people to know this. What Anthony Medina just said. Anthony just said it. We bleed Yankee blue. Guys, I would ride with this team No matter if they didn't even make these other trades and they just ran the same team back, I'm going to ride with them. I'm not going to be nice like these other guys. I'm not going to bullshit you and say, hey, World Series or nothing, we're ready to go. Or World Series team, I'm ready for this. I'm not going to bullshit you guys on that at all. I wouldn't do that. It's not who I am. You guys know that. But I'm gonna ride with this club. We're Yankee fans. I'm not gonna walk away from this team ever. But I'm never gonna kiss their ass. I told you guys that yesterday. Matt Singh says, "Sup, Pete? You think we get Manaea and Murphy?" Well, Matt, thank you for the segue, man, because that's what I'm getting into right about now. We will talk about all of that. Give me 1 second, guys. Let me just check something real quickly. Bing, boom. Do I have anything else here? Give me 1 second, guys. David Robertson just went to the Cubbies, of course, along with Seiya Suzuki. But let's go ahead and talk about this a little bit because I know fans are interested in this. Sean, there's, of course, the rumor out there, and it just makes all the sense in the world. It made sense even with Olsen. But then we saw what Olsen got moved for, and we know that wouldn't happen with the Yankees. They weren't going to trade Anthony Volpe. We know that. We already know that no matter what we think. There's the rumor right now that the Yankees are interested in Montas, Manaea, and I'm assuming we can go ahead and also bring up Sean Murphy because the Yankees right now, they got Ben Rove, however you say his name, to be their catcher. And I've heard many good things about this guy. I really did. And that's even more reason why they should have upgraded in other areas even more so these guys could kind of relax a little. RSU 1216, I love Manaea. I'm right there with you. I'm a huge Sean Manaea fan. I think he would fit in perfect with this club. Montas has some history, he's younger. I understand all that. Steven Brault also to the Cubs. Tyler with that one. I know Tyler doesn't bullshit, so I'm okay to say that. But what is it going to take again? Are the Yankees even serious about moving some guys? Would they got to move Luke Voit. We know that. So we know a trade is coming. Depending on what that trade is, I don't know. Is DJ LeMahieu going to be this all-around the field type of guy? I don't know. But I tell you guys what, I said it earlier. If you're going to talk to the A's, get as much as you can. Get Murphy and Montas. Get Murphy and Manaea. Get Manaea and Montas. You know what I mean? That would make me excited. I would be happy about that pitching staff. I still got concerns about the offense. But I would be very excited about that pitching staff if we get both of those guys. I don't think we would because I don't think the A's would do that because if you switch up, you're going to get more. If you sell them both separately, you're going to get more. If you sell them together, you're not. Thank you for the new subscriber, guys. Yes, I appreciate all the subscriptions we are getting. Guys, again, if you're a Yankee fan, there is no other place to be than NyynewsTV. Trust me when I tell you that. For the new people that are in here, stay tuned. I will let you know everything we're doing. And guys, by the way, if you're not following me if you're not following NyynewsTV on Twitter, at NyynewsTV, let me tell you why. We have a giveaway going right now. So go over there and reshare it. It's the pinned tweet. We're giving away the number 99 Yankee hat, the number 45 hat, along with the matching t-shirt of both of those players. So whichever guy you choose, if you go, give me the number 99, give me 45, we're going to send those out to you, and that is going to be announced on Friday. So you got enough time to go to at NyynewsTV on Twitter, follow that account, do what it says in the steps, and you'll be good to go, and we're gonna figure out who wins that come Friday. But continuing to talk about Montas and Manaea, I like Manaea more than Montas. I know people see Montas as younger. He's held up a little more. He's young, so there's more control there than Manaea, who's going to be a free agent after the first year. Oh, yes, Ruben, thank you for that, man. I saw that just now. It just popped up. Follow Francis's new Twitter. If you guys don't know who Francis Lee is, if you're on Twitter, it is at not N-O-T Francis, F-R-A-N-1-S. So at F-R-A-N-S, no, at not N-O-T F-R-A-N-S 1-S or C1S. I'm fucking it up. Somebody throw it in the chat. Put Put Francis' Twitter handle in there. I'm screwing the whole damn thing up. Put his new one in there so people can follow him. Yeah, guys, thank you so much for everybody signing up with us and subscribing. I'll tell you guys everything about the channel here momentarily, but let's continue to talk about what we're doing here with Murphy and potentially Manaea, Montas. Who do the Yankees move? You know, are we going to see Torres traded? I think it makes all the sense in the world. DJ LeMahieu is the team's best second baseman. I don't think you can really deny that. I believe he is. Do the Yankees give up Peraza? You know, will the Yankees trade Peraza? Will they trade Luis Gil in a deal? Will they do any of those moves? I don't know, but it makes a lot of sense for them to do that. It makes a lot of sense for them to do a type of move like that right now. You got to do something. You got to make some sort of move. And, you know, you got to make some sort of move like that because as of right now, as this team stands, this pitching's not good enough. And let's be real with each other here. The offense is one bad week away, injury-wise, from being a train wreck. You know, they're banking on some guys. I said it yesterday when Francis called in. And I mean it. They are skating on very thin ice with this current club. They're an injury two away of, in reality, throwing their hands in the air and saying, we don't know. Look, the Blue Jays got better. The Rays are the Rays. The Blue Jays look like the class of this division right now. You know, I see some people saying, their pitching staff's going to get hit. Guys, but they got starters. They got consistent guys that have been consistent. Let's be real. People are talking about they lost Ray. Yeah, Ray is friggin' awesome. The Yankees should have got Ray. But, they made it up with Kikuchi, and they made it up with Gossman. They added 2 new starters to fill a void. You know what I mean? They still I'm not saying those guys are as good as Ray. They're not. I'm not saying they're going to put together the same season. But they recognized it, and they said, we got to make it up. They did that. They at least recognized it. The Red Sox, I think, are still good. They might be in on Freeman. The Red Sox might end up with Freeman. Hell, they might end up with Correa. We don't know what's going to happen there. We don't know what's going to happen there. We really don't. We don't know. Would I give up the farm for Soto? Fuck yes. Hell yeah. Are you kidding me? Yes. 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 No denying that. Of course. My friend, Mr. Swift, says, thank you so much for that, my friend. Things went downhill after Ellsbury's contract was over. We need him back. Just kidding. But seriously, though, they had to trade for someone better. Yeah, man. There's no denying that. Wilfred, my friend, thank you so much also for the super chat. Thank you so much, guys. But let me see. Chris says trade proposal. Yankees send Voit, Andujar, Gil, Herman, and Cabrera for Montas and Murphy. But you got to remember, here's the one thing you got to remember though. They weren't too willing. The A's don't really want to add salary. They don't really want to add salary. And, you know, some of those guys are getting close to arbitration eligible here. So I don't know if that's going to get Montas and Murphy. They're looking more like I would assume they're looking at Gil, which you have in that trade, but likely Peraza. They're probably going to push very hard for both of those guys. That's what I believe. Again, I don't know jack shit about trades. I hate even assuming or guessing what a trade might be, but I don't know. Anthony Medina, family right there. Me and Anthony going to be throwing some brewskis back on the 25th, guys. By the way, guys, on the 25th, Anthony, I'm going to get your question real quick, but I remember that you're going to be there, and I had a vision of me and you drinking together. On the 25th of June, NyynewsTV is partnering with the New York Yankees for NYY News TV Day at Yankee Stadium with your ticket. The price included in that ticket. From 11:30 to 1 p.m., we will have the MasterCard party deck all to ourselves. All you can eat, all you can drink. We're going to be there having an amazing time. So, guys, I don't know if my fiance is available right now, but she will throw that link in the chat at any minute here. But getting to Anthony's super chat, he said, Pete, let me ask you something. Do you think the Yankees are retooling or Yankees are rebuilding and trying to compete at the same time? Yes, that is it. For him to say the Yankees are a championship team is laughable. Well, everybody knows that. The beat writers know that. But, Anthony, I'll answer your question. That is spot on, man. What I believe the Yankees are doing, the Yankees are trying their best. Patty Franks! Patty Franks! What I believe the Yankees are doing is they are trying their best to convince people that the current team, the patchwork, because this is patchwork. It's patchwork. Olsen is not patchwork. Correa is not patchwork. Freeman is not patchwork. Hell, Story would likely not be patchwork. So they're doing a balancing act. But it is not a win now, win in 2022 balancing act. It's what I said yesterday again. They used to be obsessed with winning. Now they're hopeful. So they throw some of this stuff out there and they say, we could win. As long as we get in, we could win. So that is what they're doing right now. Their real hope in winning is with Anthony Volpe. That is what they're banking on. And I'm going to shout my man out. Let me get to Wilfred, man. Thank you so much. He says, thoughts on Ramon Laureano in a deal with Oakland. I'd be all for that. I'd be all for Ramon Laureano. But again, guys, is Brian Cashman the GM to pull these moves off? And I'm being honest when I say that because it looks like Brian Cashman is very mediocre without a checkbook. Because, guys, I'll tell you this. That's why I said I'm not going to shit on Hal when it comes to this current payroll. I'm not going to shit on him. $250 is a lot of money. $250 is a lot of money. What I am going to say is Brian Cashman should have did a better job. If Steinbrenner came to him and said, look, we got that latitude and it's $250. Right now, we're projecting at about $230, so you don't got a lot. Brian Cashman's number one thought should have been, how do I unload Chapman? How do I unload Gio, which he did, Gary, Chad Green? Is there any way we can move Britton and convince people he'll be ready soon? Can we move Aaron Hicks? He did none of that besides Gary, and those are the smaller ones. He did none of that. He did none of that. So as a good GM, you got to be creative. You got to be creative. Coop, what's going on, man? You got to be creative, and he was not creative. It's that simple. Brian Cashman has not been creative enough. He has not been creative enough. Yeah, Ozzy did say that yesterday. He said, listen to what Ozzy said yesterday. Fat doesn't get hurt. Well, then Garrett Cole might be okay this year because he packed on some pounds. I got fat Garrett Cole winning 30 games this year. Remember when John Kruk, you guys remember when John Kruk said that Randy Johnson would win 30 games when he came here? I got Garrett Cole. I'm going to get my inner John Kruk out. My old Pete, 300-pound Pete from back in the day, is going to come out right now and say that chubby Garrett Cole is winning 30 this year. We know that's not happening. Chubby Garrett Cole is winning 30 games. But Coop, man, yeah, no. Coop, if you guys don't mind, give me a second. I answered that question. Okay. Let me go into a little about NyynewsTV right now. As Coop said, hey, you're going live every day. I love this. This is what we're going to be. You know what I mean? We got a big task ahead of us because right now that doesn't look like a really fun team to cover. And we're going to have to do it. So we got this amazing task as a team to do, and that is cover this New York Yankee team. So we got that big task ahead of us. We're excited about it. But just to give you guys a heads up, if you are new to NyynewsTV, if you are new to us, Rod, thank you so much, fam. I'll get to that any second. NyynewsTV is amazing. Let me tell you why. We got 6 podcasts running weekly for the new guys, okay? Sunday, Designated Spittaz, that is myself and Francis Lee. We're closing in on the top charts right now on Apple Podcast. So go over there. You can find every NyynewsTV podcast and give us a 5-star review. We appreciate that for everybody. But on Monday, we got NYST Chris Christian and SGR. Great show. Tuesday, we have Guillen's World with Ozzie Guillen, two-time World Series manager, and two of his two sons, Ozzie Jr. and Oni. Wednesday, we got Twin Bill. Tonight at 7 p.m., the Twin Bill podcast will be on this channel, so make sure you watch that. Thursday, Hola Como Estas with Felix, a very fun show. It's a comedy show. It's a Yankee podcast comedy show. Nobody else is doing that, and it's hilarious. It's so much fun. Friday is Chef Talk with Gary Sheffield Jr., so make sure you're tuned into that. And then during the season, guys, we're going to have these live chats. We're going to have live pre-games, live post-game shows. We're going to have all of that. So if you are not subscribed, do me a favor. Press that subscribe button right now and get over here. Get to NyynewsTV if you're a Yankee fan, if you're a baseball fan. Guys, I got people messaging me all the time. I got Jays fans in here. I had a guy that's a Rangers fan and a Seattle fan message me yesterday. He's like, man, you are amazing. You guys are hilarious. I love it. I'm not even a Yankees fan. So it doesn't matter if you're a baseball fan or not. We do cover baseball also. So the Guillen show is all baseball. It's not Yankees. It's all baseball. And then we obviously cover the big stories too. But let's get back into it. Ra Thompson says, if the Yankees truly believe that one of their shortstops will be or could be better than Gleyber Torres, then you must trade him. I agree. Ra, I agree 100%. There's no denying that. And he should be. Look, Ra, if you move him, you're not losing nothing. DJ LeMahieu goes there. Who cares? You're not losing nothing by moving him. You're not moving nothing at all. So it doesn't even matter if you move him. Move him. What the hell's the difference? Move him now. You know what I mean? You're not moving him at all. So it truly doesn't matter. You're not moving him. But I think it was Toad Tendo. Toad Tendo said, talk about Chapman. I did talk about Chapman already, and I said I was laughing because Sweeney Murdy, Yankee beat writer, said that, if Yankee fans got a 200 hitter that strikes out 200 times and blah, 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 they'd be going crazy. And I said, well, we did. We got Joey Gallo, and all of us were very excited. So, again, a Yankee beat writer not knowing jack shit. And I tell you what, Chapman going to Toronto, Toad Tendo, if you're a Jays fan right there, I'm going to tell you something as a Jays fan. That guy is going to return to 2019 Chapman for you guys. And God bless you guys, and good for you, Toronto. Good for you guys looking to really make your team better. Good for you guys. Good for you guys. Toad Tendo, good for you guys and the Jays. In all seriousness, I think Chapman returns the 2019 Chapman in Toronto. He's going to have a solid year with that lineup and the protection he's going to have. That lineup is friggin' filthy. That lineup is filthy. You know, it's funny because people don't even talk about my boy. Oh my God, I actually forgot his name right now. Wow, give me 1 second. I forgot my boy's name. How dare I? How dare I forget my dude's name? He's like the most underrated player in the league. Nobody talks about him because how good the Jays lineup is. Oh my God, how did I forget? Oh, Teoscar Hernandez. People don't even talk about my boy Teoscar. These cats got Teoscar Hernandez, Vlad, Bichette, Chapman. I mean, they got a hell of a club. And then people talk, like I said earlier, that, they lost Robbie Ray. They still picked up 2 starting pitchers, so they recognize that. And that's what a good team does. They recognize what the problem was, and they go, shit, we can't replace Robbie Ray. We know how good Robbie Ray is. We're not going to replace this guy. Let's try to make up for him. And they did that. That's a good general manager. It's that simple. The Yankees this year, guys, don't base it off my words. Fuck me. Fit you. Fit me. Brian Cashman himself came out. He came out himself, guys. And he said flat out, this roster needs to get younger and more athletic. My man added Anthony Rizzo and Josh Donaldson. And I like both of these guys. I like them both. But you can't say that shit and do this. I mean, I'm just keeping it. You can't do that. You can't say that. You know what I mean? You can't come out there and say, we need to get more athletic, we need to get faster, and we need to get younger. And then you add these two cats that are 38 years old, 36 or whatever they are. Come on, man. Damn. You can't do that, man. And that's why I said, man, hold these guys to their word. Hold these guys to their word. You know what I mean? Hold this team to their word. I tell you what, June 25th comes and we at that stadium, I'll tell you guys this right now. If they don't make extra moves and this team is a train wreck, guys get hurt, and they're a train wreck, let me tell you guys right now, I'm going to be in that section with everybody who comes with us. Every time Boone comes out there, fire Boone! Fire Boone! Fuck the Yankees! Fuck the Yankees! Every time. Guess what? On the scoreboard, they're going to have NyynewsTV. And I'm going to sit there and go, fuck you too! That's going to be me. That's going to be me if they suck that bad. Which is actually really possible. I don't want to scare you guys, but that's really possible. Let me tell you guys why that's really possible. You know why that's really possible? This team is a banana peel fall away from having nobody. And I know anybody could sit there and tell me anybody could get injured, Pete. Anybody could be hurt. Anybody could get hurt. Anybody could be injured. I understand that, and you're not wrong. But the risk of this team and the possibility of this team staying healthy all year is really low. Let's be honest here. The possibility of this club staying healthy all year or the majority of this year, it's very tough, man. It's really tough. Who takes over first base if Rizzo goes down? Guzman? LeMahieu? What about third with Donaldson? Donaldson misses a lot of games a lot of times. You know, he's been injured often in his career. He's 36 now. You know, guys, let me tell you guys something in baseball. And everybody in here that's watched baseball knows this. We've seen guys when they get 34, 35, 36, 37, 38 years old, that they go from 1 year hitting 280 to the next year hitting 225. Bat speed slows down a little bit, and they're just not the same. But that's the natural effects of Major League Baseball. That's the natural effects of Major League Baseball. You know what I mean? That is the natural effects of Major League Baseball. And that's just true. That's just true. So you could very well see, you know, you got to be worried about stuff like that. You got to really be worried about things like that on this ball club. So that's what I said when I said yesterday that as it stands right now, this team is skating on thin ice. Very much skating on thin ice. Like I said again, you're going to have one or two scenarios. One or two scenarios are going to happen this year with this ball club. With the current team, unless they go out there and make some trades, and then we could discuss that as it goes. But as it stands right now with this ball club, you got one or two things that are going to happen. One, they miraculously stay pretty healthy, right? They miraculously stay pretty healthy. And they're pretty decent. Are they the best team in the league? No. But they're pretty decent. They miraculously stay healthy and they're pretty decent. they're miraculously healthy and they're pretty decent. Or 2, they're a complete train wreck. That's what's going to happen. As it stands right now, that's what's going to happen with this ball club. The show 247 says that's how Jeter got his start through injuries. That is correct. That is 100% right. And yeah, man, I seen somebody just bring that up just now, talking about center field. They're going to go with, what's his name in center field? Aaron Hicks. I heard Aaron Boone the other day say, they're not going to really start Gallo in center field and this and that because he's not, according to reports, he's not comfortable out there. Aaron, you're the boss on what's on the field, or you're supposed to be. He has one. This is last year. This is Joey Gallo's last year on this club. Look at Joey Gallo in his face and say, Joey, hey, Joey here. You're not comfortable? You're gonna be comfortable. See center field? Go! That's simple. That's simple. You see center field, baby? Go! That's simple. You're the manager, bro. You're the manager. Like you said, I'm a baseball guy, bro. I'm a baseball guy, bro. You are, right? And if you're a baseball guy, I swear to God, to my Lord and Savior above, if this team puts out their lineup and Anthony Rizzo is leading off, kill me right now because I won't even be able to take it. I can't take it. I won't be able to take it this year. I'm telling you guys this in all honesty. If Anthony Rizzo is leading off for this club this year, kill me right now. Kill me this instant. I won't be able to handle it. I can't. I don't want to hear about batting average. I don't want to hear that he gets on base. Guys. Who the hell is that calling? Anyway, I don't know who it is. I don't want to hear about none of that at all. Let me tell you why. I don't care about on-base percentage. It takes 2 hits to get this guy to score. You can't do that. You can't do that. You cannot have this guy leading off. You can't do it. You can't do it, man. You cannot have him leading off. That's simple. You just can't. Let me see here. I'm trying to look at the schedule for today. Let me see something real quick. 1 second, guys. Okay. You can't look at he can't be a leadoff hitter. He's not a leadoff hitter, man. And that's why I said I don't think this team knows what the hell's going on anymore. But I understand he walks a lot. But you know how much it takes to get this guy in? You're going to have to double, singles all over the field. 2 singles are one single. 2 singles may not score him. That's the thing with Rizzo. 2 singles may not score him. So guys, let's do a quick Twitter update and see if there's any news there, and then we're gonna jump off here. 7 o'clock is the Twin Bill podcast, guys. Make sure you check out their Rizzo reaction. That was pretty fun. They got a very good Rizzo reaction out there. So, let me go ahead and just get ready to jump off here. But guys, that link right there is the link for the Apple Podcast. Please click on that link and give a 5-star review. Please, please, please do that before you leave. Click on that link and give a 5-star review. We are doing really well right now on Apple Podcast. We want to get that top spot. So, again, click that there. And also on Apple Podcast, you can look up NyynewsTV. We got all of our stuff there. And you can look at all of our podcasts. Give them all 5-star reviews. And let's keep doing it, guys. So with that being said, folks, if any news breaks, I will not be available from 7 to 8 because that is the time slot for Twin Bill. Make sure you tune into that show. We all will be in that chat, so make sure you are there as we will all be talking current news, what the Yankees are doing, and all that fun stuff in that chat. There is also the link right there to the June 25th outing. You could buy your tickets there right now and join us. It's going to be extremely fun. But with that being said, guys, I appreciate you. Thank you so much to all the new subscribers. Follow me on IG, Instagram. The link is also there. NyynewsPete. NyynewsPete also on Twitter. Remember, we have that giveaway that is ending on Friday at NyynewsTV on Twitter. With that being said, guys, I will talk to you guys next time. You are the best. Adios.
Before it hits the front page, NyynewsPete. For the